Welcome, welcome. All right. What's up?
What up?
Up.
Monday's up.
Monday's always good with NBHTT. You guys next door. People come in. There they are. Good guests today. Gus, I'm happy JFP's back. It'll be fun.
Again, short notice. Remember that time I was in Quebec? Hey man, what are you doing tonight? I'm in bed.
It always works. It better, right? If I asked you 2 weeks ago, you would say no.
No, I wouldn't. Come on, man. Hey, new house in the house. What's up, man?
Jay Nilla.
New house.
We got first time chatters. Welcome to the
Genius is here. Hey man, the Genius is here. Another Canadian DJ, Quebecer from. He speaks French also. Well, our version of French anyway. Israel, what's up?
All right. Happy Monday. I think I should have brushed on my French today. I think it's going to be a lot of people talking French. So, Gus, we're just going to be probably listening. But I do want to hear that because that's very sexy for me. Like the guy that we have right now as a co-host, we talk about being sexy.
No. Our French is not sexy.
Back.
Our French is not
What
sexy.
is it? What do you call it? What do you call it?
Our French is not sexy. It's, I don't know. It's like a good pair of mittens. You know, it's useful. That's it. That's it.
No, I still
No,
like
I
this.
think
This
it's
is
still
one.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of those. I would say language that I really want to learn. French, man. French is like
Get ready.
super sexy. Well, anyway, happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to the Guys Next Door. It's once again Monday. We're the start of the day. We start the week with a lot of fun, a lot of good conversation, and a lot of fun stuff with the family. So today is no different from any other the Guys Next Door. We don't have Pat right now, San Decision, because he's cruising somewhere in the Bahamas, but we do have the sexy DJ JFP. How's it going, man? And thank you for jumping on.
I'm good, man. I'm always good. Well, always. When I'm here, I'm good. It's like, when we talk, I had a day like 8 effing Monday.
Right.
It was a day. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. It's good. It's good.
Thanks,
like your sweet drops.
Yeah. And of course we got Gus. Gus, we missed you last week.
I know.
So how's it going?
I think it's 2 weeks straight now. I've been out. Yep. Been busy. Yep. Just came back from Chicago, so we spent the weekend over there. Just starting off the spring break, right? And then heading to Vegas tomorrow or
Oh
Really?
wow.
Friday.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Sounds like it's a problem. Like, oh, I'm just going from Chicago now. I'm going to Vegas. Yeah, you know.
Sounds like you're bored or you're running out of ideas.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Like, it's like, what's up with that? I know you just came from Mexico too, right,
Yeah,
JFG?
man. Yeah, like the last Friday, I was still, like walking around in my, revealing thong and next to the beach and bending over for the ladies. But yeah, I was a week in Mexico last week. It was me and my wife's vacation, and when you get old, you're excited because you're gonna sleep. That was one of that. Fuck, we're gonna sleep in the morning. Hell yeah,
Well,
that was great.
on the beach though, right? You sleep in the beach, but
I
tell me,
Go ahead.
tell me you're not sleeping. Your back showing. You just said you were wearing a revealing thong. So
No, no. You haven't seen my ass, bro. I wear shorts. Okay, that's it. But I do
Well,
tend to sleep. I do tend to sleep on the beach next to the pool and in the room, and it's a great vacation. You get 18 hours of sleep a day. It's good
yeah.
vacation, and you drink.
Well,
You wake up for a
be-
shot. That's it.
oh my God! But before we get too much too graphic on this, people are already visualizing that. Well, let's just kick off the show. So happy Monday, guys! Welcome to the Guys Next Door. We are on episode 36, season
Wow.
2, episode 11. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. 35 episodes now in the 36, and it's going to be no different. And you will know we have another great guest today, and we're going to talk about something different. That I think we have not talked about. And the last time we talked about this was last season, and we also have Canadians as guests. Like, it's always like that team. So, and welcome to all the Canadian DJs and Twitchers on the show today. So, as we kick off the Guys Next Door, we always start with what have you done over the week, over the weekend, over the week. JFP, tell me us more about your thong in Mexico. How was it? Great.
Yeah, it was great, man. It rained one afternoon, and the rest was just sunshine and good breeze. It was much needed and due vacation for both of us. We work hard, get up early in the morning, and it's just one of those. You get there, we didn't even leave, we just stayed there. People feeding you, people serving you drinks, and you got to breathe. So that was it. That was good, man.
I love those all inclusive. Like, it's just amazing. Like how you can just get drunk, gets a lot of sleep, and just eat a lot, right? You guys do that every year, right? Because I know last year you were in Mexico too with I think with a couple of other Twitch DJ.
No, that was 2 years
right?
ago. That was 2 years
How
ago.
was it?
Yeah, that was 2
Wow.
years ago. Yeah, it was. Time goes fast, but we try to do like one trip a week. A week, yeah, I wish. One trip a
Like
year.
that.
A year.
And yeah, Gus running out of idea. He doesn't even know where to go. Come to Montreal, man. No, wait in February and then come to Montreal. And,
Yes.
but we usually do a trip with me and my wife and family trip, which usually the family trip is usually like where you learn, because we went to Germany like 3 years ago, Bavaria. That was awesome. It's travel. It's the way to go. Travel.
I bet. Yeah, I bet you a lot of stories, with the family in another country. I know I have a lot, and 3 hours not going to be enough.
Yeah.
But great, great to have you back, and great to have you on NBHD.
Thank you. And
How
of course,
about you,
this weekend, I started the NBHD raid train too. That's what I did this weekend. Yeah, on Sunday.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
Gus, go ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you. So, now, Gus, how about you?
Yeah. Said we went to Chicago, right? So just stayed there for the night. Highlight of my weekend is I ate a lot in Chinatown because
There we go.
I ordered a lot of dim sum. So yeah, I think it's like we finished like about 5 orders of shomai, and then 2 orders of what's that? Hakao, and then fried rice, and
Damn, where do you put this?
Yeah. I hope
Well,
you tip the guy a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Wow.
then going to Vegas, right? So can't wait
Yeah,
on
yeah.
eating. I wanted to try some food out there.
Dim sum
Not
also.
sure.
I hope not. Well, you
No, I'm
well,
done with dim sum.
but you look. You're finally gonna get your bra from Lily C. Rose because
I'm
What's
she
trying
promised
to,
you
yeah,
her
yeah, yeah.
bra. Yes,
Braylon?
yes, her bra.
Yep.
Right,
And I
right.
get and you're gonna wear that like live, right? I'm so sure.
Exactly. That's what, because I remember this. I know which raid train when you guys know Lily C. Rose, right? She's the one who danced and wearing attack. Like I said, one time she was on Gus's stream and Gus was also wearing a bra. Oh, did you? Lily C. Rose said, "I'm gonna give you one of mine." So that was a promise. So please do hit her up because you have to
Yeah,
get that and wear the next.
the issue that I have is I'm with my wife, so I don't know how to explain. Like, hey, I'm gonna get a bra from a lady DJ. Like, Rock, how do you say that? And then yeah, let's stay and watch her mix. Yeah, yeah,
Well,
that should work, right? Yeah.
I just you got to only one precaution to take: lawyer up. That's all you got to do. It's all right. For the rest, it's good.
Well, good luck, dude. I hope on the next the guys next door we're not talking about your stories in Vegas, but I hope that it goes all right. That's fun. Well, mine is a lot of driving. I've been driving the whole weekend. So
Mm.
Friday I went to New York, and I went back same. Did Saturday and did it Sunday because I have to drive family because of something in the family. So that's it, all driving. That's why I was really I was in and out on the raid train yesterday. But speaking of the raid train, so that's it. Let's go to our first segment called the neighborhood watch. So let's just show who is on the train yesterday. Let me just find the flyer. All right. So NBHD raid train. What's going on? Yep, NB's race train. So, like JFP said, thank you so much for starting the train. I know you missed streaming, and then
Yeah.
GFP really kicked it off really good.
I reached
And
out from
then
Mexico.
reached out from Mexico, and it's funny. He said, "Coops, you might, yeah, you have an opener. Yeah, sure. You get it. You open it, NB race train, and then that's so nice of him to start us off. Then he rated to our guest today, Miss Julian Music. It's funny, Miss Julian Music actually played DMB. I think this started because I think she was on Grace's set on a Wednesday night or somebody, yeah, something like that, and she asked me, "What do you want to play?" Well, it's open genre. You can play anything. Well, whatever. So I was like, okay, about tech house, and then some. We got into like something they have not played before. How about DNB? And she said challenge accepted. So she played Liquid DNB, and that was awesome. It's one of my favorite genre.
And it was
And
awesome.
then and after that, during Miss Julia's set, actually Quarry said, you want me to play DNB too? Sure, why not? Then Quarry played DNB too. Like, great, very good. Then because of back-to-back DNB, and then John Williams followed our fan from How's This a Feeling, Technocats group, then rated to Spain for Four Deluxe Music, then went to our buddy Compiler's a really great set also. Everybody did a great set. And then 6 p.m. went to DJ Bonds from the House Cat. That's his debut on NBHD. Then went to Fathom. Fathom closed the train because Gillibird, I think they had a tornado. So yeah, somewhere in North Michigan, right? Gillibird
Yeah.
is from Traverse City or no, not Traverse City. The other one next to Traverse, but you know it, guys. Which is
Kalamazoo?
surprisingly
No.
no. Some I think it's Traverse. Yeah, it might be right. But surprisingly, she said, "Oh, because I checked on her. How are you?" She said she's safe. There's no power, so she can't play. Tell them don't worry about the train. You do what you got to do. She's just have like a low battery. from her phone on Instagram. We were chatting, and hope and we're glad that she's safe. And she said she left uh, somewhere that there's a lot of tornado uh, or something like that, to get out of there. But now she got hit in Michigan, which is weird. Talk about climate being bad. So Fathom right out to Lavonda Rocks, who's she's celebrating her partner.
Partnership.
Their partner celebrate, yeah, doing partner celebration, and she got a lot of guests there. I saw Naya there. I saw a few other DJs that came over, and yeah, that's awesome. Sounds like a party there. They were having shots. They're being blindfolded and smelling something or tasting something. Like awesome. That's how we ended, and that's Sunday's NBHD rate train. And I'm sorry I have not really housed in and out because of that, but also Boy G is also. If you see Boy G is also doing something with the families. He's doing a college road trip, which is fun. So I can't wait for the stories, for that for his daughter. So when Boy G gets back, ask him. He's crying already because I think that's his first kid going to college. So I would like to hear those stories. All right, those are the housekeeping stuff, and that's the NBHE rate train. So now let's kick it off for our guest. I'm gonna put them on the stage, and I'm gonna do a little bit of introduction to them. Right. So we said we do a lot of French. So TGND fan. Tonight we get a powerhouse duo in the building. Two incredible DJs who not only share their love for music on Twitch, and also their lives together.
What, they're married?
That's what I heard. But we'll get.
What? I didn't know this. What the?
I didn't know it. Duh.
So we have Miss Julia Music, and alongside with her, DJ Big Ben and Chest, who are both house DJs on Twitch, but their journey isn't that about Twitch. It's about navigating their life, the music, of course, and the community they're in together. So we'll be diving to what's like to be a couple on Twitch, the pros and cons of sharing, not just a controller, but the Twitch grind and how they build their own communities. And of course, handling a lot of other Twitch dramas and what's next for them. So welcome, guys. Miss Julia and Big Ben, welcome to the show. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you for the invite.
Yes. So I was telling them on the backstage, the last time we have a couple who was DJing on Twitch, they're also Canadian. The last time we had it, Gus, was season 1. We have Funky Nikki and E-Town.
Yeah.
Right. They're a little bit west from you guys, west from you guys are right. So it's really interesting. I did not plan it. It's really interesting that every couple who DJs on Twitch are from Canada, and there's a lot of you guys. So what's up with that? You guys are all over.
It's a curse.
I don't know. I think the fact that we are both loving music so much, and it's always been part of our lives. There's no way you come into our house and there's not like opening the radio or the TV with music on or something. It's never just silence in the house. So
that's awesome.
I guess that's what makes us like do things together. We've been together for, it's going to be 27 years this summer.
Congratulations.
So 13 years, it's going to be 13 years wedding anniversary also. So
wow.
We've been together a long time.
I can't stand her anyway.
Well, you know what?
I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
True, though.
I
think that's what makes it work. That's what makes it work. Grace can't stand me. Well, we're still together. This year, we're going on 25.
Yeah.
Hey,
25 years of marriage.
Good.
So, and she still can't stand me to this day. So she's here right now, and she can attest to that. I can't stand her, but I'm only going to say it once because I'm going to hear about it the whole night.
Well,
but anyway,
I mean, the thing is, people are always asking us how we made it that long together.
yeah.
And I always say we still laugh together.
That's important.
the only way.
That's true.
That's it.
Yeah.
If the laugh stops, this is the end.
Yeah.
The day without
That's
laughing
true. That's true.
is the day lost.
Yeah, it's like Gus, right? And they're nagging you or fighting you, and just laugh about it. That's what they meant, right?
Yeah, that's true. My wife always say that if she's not laughing anymore, then that's a problem.
Won't be a problem
that's
with you,
true.
man. Won't be a problem with you. I've seen your stream, and I laugh my ass off, man. And I'm not married to you. I'd be concerned though, but you're good.
I think that's the key, though, right? Just laugh together, and you have to be opposite. And we're gonna dig deep into that more as we go on. But are you both DJs before Twitch, or what's the story? How you got to the platform?
We ended up during the pandemic on the
Yep.
platform at first, and we ended up listening to Dan Denoyer. So
Okay.
Denoy was the guy Ben was following on Facebook, and he was doing streams and was saying like there was a live on Facebook, and he was shipping everyone on Twitch afterwards. So we say, okay, let's go. Let's do
Because
this.
after 1 hour on Facebook,
It was just shutting down. So
it shut
Yeah.
down. So he said to the community, if you want to follow us on Twitch, you can. So I said, why not?
continue the party there. So
But
we ended
at
up
first, I
there.
was like, what the hell is Twitch?
Yeah.
Same thing.
I think we all said that. I said the same thing. What the fuck is Twitch? Yeah.
So we
So-
download the app, we follow them on Twitch.
And at that moment, the internet where we live in the woods, it was like nothing was working. It was really shit for real. If we wanted to be two people on internet, all the videos were just stopping to load. So it was really, really bad at that moment. So there's only one person that could be there and just text and jump in the chat and everything. So, and then we met some other people, other DJs, because he was doing the rate train. We ended up meeting a lot of other
Nice.
Canadian DJs, Quebecers. So ended up like meeting new people, and then just the loop just started there, having fun with these people, and we're saying you have a great ear when you listen to music. You should jump in. And then 2.5 years ago, Ben did the jump first.
So who did it first? Is it
Ben.
you, Big Ben?
Yeah.
And
September
how long you-
2022, and I started in January 2023.
oh, that's still a few months. So,
Yeah.
Miss Julia, what made you decide? Oh, I want to do this more, right?
Well,
Is
at first it was because our Canadian friends at that moment, because they're not friends anymore, but long story short.
okay.
Ben did it.
My fault.
It was Ben getting a bra, probably something like that. Yeah. All right.
So they ended up doing a raid train for Valentine's Day, and they said the girls needs to try to mix with their boys.
It was a
So-
couple rate train.
Yeah, couple raid train. So the girls needed
That's
to
a nice
try,
idea.
and it's just started from there. I just fell in love with it, and
Big Ben. So Miss Julia, got into it. You were first, and you say, "Holy shit! Now it's supposed to be my thing. Now what was your feeling? Were you excited, like, oh, let's do this together, or what was the initial reaction?
Well, I was excited for her, but
Yeah.
when I listened to her mixing, was fuck, man, she's better than me. Jeez.
So there was insecurities at that point. Oh, so but at that point, like the bar, you guys just raising the bar and then see, outperforming, or was it really a journey together, right? What was that? How was that about?
well, the thing is, I've been I had a dance school for 6 years. Been dancing since I'm 3. Teach dancing.
Dancer.
I teach dance for like
The good kind, Mr. Coops. The
so.
good
So,
kind.
I have a question about that. How do you rate my
Don't
dance
try
and
to
Gus's
get
dance?
tempo for a song.
We were
No,
dancing.
it's not like that.
None of that pole stuff.
So you
man.
were So you were a dancer, right? Okay, you were a dancer, and then and how does that how do you incorporate that on your shows?
Well, I doesn't really incorporate it, but it really helped me. Like you need to know counts in your track.
Okay.
You need to get to know the structure of a track
perform.
because
Yep.
when you create a dance choreography on it, you need to know it. You need to understand it. So, and I've been into dance school, orchestras, and everything when I was young. So music is easier for me because of that. So this is the part that he didn't have. He's not a dancer at all.
I'm flexible like a 2x4, so
Flexibility is good. Yep.
A1. It's flexibility that would start a fire. That's awesome.
So that's why I think that's how we just merge together and just have fun with it, because I can help him out with some things like, oh no, I think you missed the cue there. There was like the little hint. So at the beginning it was
Wow.
there. Today he's on his own, but at the beginning we were helping each other out on that. So no, don't cut it out. The beat is going well. Just leave it like that. So it was definitely a
It sounds like my daily stuff with Grace. Like, oh no, you can't do that. I'm watching the dishes. Like, no, that's not how you wash it, right?
Don't do it.
Not enough soap. Like, just do one thing. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I feel you, big man. I feel you. Okay.
So that's how we work things out. It's just easy, and when he's got victories and got like big reads, I'm like, yes, this is so cool. I'm proud of you. This is so fun. You kept the people in.
and now she got more follow than me. Yeah.
It's the hair. It's the hair, man. You can't. Okay.
So those are the fun stuff, right? You get to go things together.
Yeah.
But what are your biggest challenges during this? Whole I can't even imagine. I'm only modding, and there's always challenges. There are always those behind the scene. I'm not gonna tell what they are. That's just keep fighting. But what are those? Tell us. What are the biggest challenge of you guys doing the show, doing Twitch?
I think the worst is having raid trains, because we have to make sure that the other one doesn't have one at the same time, because we only have one gear. So there's only one setup in the house. There's not two. So it's always more complicated. Just to make it sure, okay, you're playing there. Yes, okay, because I cannot play at the same time. So I have to play somewhere else. So this is like really organization stuff to make it work. And the thing is, we are using the same computer, so
Same OBS.
Same OBS.
Same OBS. Okay,
Same
that will
way.
make it.
we have different scene collections. One for
So that'll make it harder.
the switches,
Is it-
down, or we are using Restring to just make the switch, and then I start my turn like, the switch is not on. It's him that is live. Shit. So we have to make the switch stop and
Enter
start
the
again.
key.
So this is like the worst part of it. So
Have you guys tried it?
complicated, but-
Like to do not on a raid train, of course, like on a regular show. Have you guys tried it and see if you can go back to back like a different channel?
Yeah, sometimes we tried the back to back. It's been like
failed.
2 weeks. We
Yeah, a
tried,
few weeks. Yeah.
and we found we needed to test it because we didn't know how we're gonna make it work, and we found the way. So
Well, I'm challenging you and BHD.
just make the scene switch and the scene collection switch. So we're like saying to people, okay, this is gonna be switch. If he plays like I start like organic melodic, he follows with melodic prog and just build up from there.
Right.
So we are just making sure that the genre is like the same and just making a big flow about it. And just letting people know, okay, we're gonna raid, we're gonna switch on Ben's channel. There will be like a 5 seconds delay. It's gonna be black screen, just the time to make the change of the scene collection. So this
Nice.
I know you can do that.
but we found a way to make it back to back. So.
Oh,
So,
that's
so I will challenge you to do it on BHD. I mean, don't worry about messing up. We're very laid back. If it messed up, you make a challenge, right? But
Telling
you know,
you are getting good at it. So
yeah, no,
There's
let's do it. Let's do it one time, and we're open for that. So that'll be great.
that's
So
cool.
have you have you guys ever thought about just doing it only on one channel? Like you see a few streamers that just do one channel and they alternate, like Rule of Rune.
Yeah.
Some what else I can think of that just do back to back or a couple.
Well, speaking
It's-
of Hula Room, they call us the Maple Mafia
Yeah, they are the
why,
ones.
why is that? Why is that?
because I make maple syrup.
You do? You
Yeah.
take orders?
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's
How do
why
you, how,
Ben is posting all the things on Facebook, and they were like, "This is awesome. We want some." so,
you
So
should
that's
send us
why
the link.
telling
No,
us-
no, but do you do online orders? I'm serious.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. We
But
don't
you're gonna
have-
do one for us if I request one. I'll pay whatever. That would
Okay.
be great.
No, get ready, because if you know maple syrup, you got to boil down a shitload of water to get a itty little bitty type amount of
Oh,
syrup.
really?
It's like it's art. It's art at some point. You do it for fun. If you want
10
like
gallons of water makes 1 liter
two.
of syrup.
Well, yeah, two small jar.
So
Two
how do you
cans.
make it? So can you run us through it, Big Ben? How do you make your maple syrup? Everybody wants to know. Maybe you should stream it too. But how do you make a maple
I was
syrup?
thinking about that. But
Yeah.
first of all, you have to harvest the maple water, and then you have to boil it. Boil it at the point that you reach 104 degrees Celsius to make it become syrup.
What is that in Fahrenheit, Americans?
American Frieden
Right.
unit. Please do the math.
So
217.
that's all right. Well, that's hot. Okay, and then you and then basically what do you have
You
to
take-
wait for a certain to a certain period of time to do it?
Well, the time that it boils, it's like 5-6 hours. So yeah, it's
On a
long-
propane burner.
Yeah, on a propane burner in our case, because we don't have enough. We don't have a big production, so that's why. But it's a long time. It's many hours. At this time of the year, it's many hours.
Yeah,
Yes.
6 hours. Do a subathon. You're probably gonna do it while you're DJing. You're probably gonna that'd be great.
We should try. We should
try.
try. We should
You
try.
should, you should try it. I recommend you should try. I think that's a good content, and people will just say, "Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet?" To do it.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
So Rule of Rune did that. Did you guys thought about at some point it's just doing one channel?
We thought about maybe opening one, having each other our own channel, and maybe do one together, because I know that sometimes when we do like just a tag team on a channel, on one's either on his or mine, people really love it. I don't know why, but people really love it. Yeah,
They do have a redeem on.
Yeah.
If you watch Miss Julia or Big Ben, they do have a redeem that's called Switch DJs. And that's
Yeah.
fun.
Oh,
It's fun, especially when I see Ben go into the bathroom. I call it right away. Just go. That's right. Hold it in, boy. Hold it in, buddy.
Yeah, so it's the way we do things. We made it on both channels because we know that people really love that, especially Golden Nose. It's like the best.
Wow.
He just arrives on our channel and he asks for it because he says, "Ben, I don't want to see your face."
damn!
Yeah, so
I
it's
get it,
really
Big
funny.
Ben. I get it. Yeah. But do you guys have? Do you guys think you see yourself have different styles or similarly on styles, or you're really different? I mean, on the type of music that you play, or do you think that you're almost the same? Because you said about somebody who wants to do progs and melodic. Are
Um,
you?
What we are really like the same is organic melodic.
They can
rock.
prog.
This is what we both really love and enjoy. He has more his own styles. He does techno. I don't.
Oh.
We're like sometimes he likes to go jump into big room and future house and everything and things like that. So it's more like he likes something that really drives. So he doesn't do drum and bass.
Nope.
So I'm
That's
doing.
a challenge.
I love to do breaks once in a while. I love to
Wow. Okay.
dance also. When people are usually listening to me, I'm more in organic vibes or Afro. I really love Afro, but he's more like house, tech house. This is more his styles. So
Need
we
some punch.
you love when it kicks in. So when the bass is hitting, that's what he loves. So, but so we have our own. We have some similarities, but we have still our own genre that we prefer. So.
And you guys are critics also, to each other. Do you guys do that? Do you have like a brainstorming session? Like, what do you think I should play next? What happened to my set? Do you guys do that do that often, or just you go on
Sometimes it happens.
separate way?
Sometimes I was searching a song. What do I do play next? Then she comes by me and, oh, play this one. This one is good. I don't even remember the song title. So, all right, let's go.
If it's not good, it's on her. That's it. If it's not good, it's her. You go. That's her. She
Yeah.
I didn't
picked
do
the
it.
song.
But let's face it, guys.
I rarely pick wrong, so
Yeah.
Oh,
Does it matter?
that is such a typical. Oh,
Yeah,
that is such a typical answer.
exactly. Why
Almost
should I
never
even
wrong.
ask that question? Who gets the final say? Do we even need to answer that? We know the answer already, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Who are we
yeah.
kidding? Right?
no,
No,
for real. Sometimes we like
Yeah.
you don't know what to play next. Okay, you didn't put this one. Go check for this one. And I have a huge memory for all the numbers and the song titles and everything. So he doesn't have that part. So he's just scrolls. Sometimes there are some tracks that he really knows because there are his favorites. But sometimes he just scrolls, listen. It's that one is really good. So, but
Yeah,
Nice.
speaking of, if I may, I always ask that question to everybody because I actually love knowing this. Both of you, favorite song of all time and recent, or what's playing in your car right now, but favorite song of all time, Miss Julia,
my
or
favorite
All
one,
time.
Be Here and Now from Thin Liquor.
my girl.
Oh,
Hold on.
hold on.
The dog agrees.
Yeah,
Yeah. The dog
That's
agrees.
my
Yeah.
jam.
And they always have the perfect timing. Dix. Okay.
Oui. Well, what's French for I come down or
Did you
be
say
nice?
yes?
that's
Oui,
we go.
yes.
Oui, it's yes.
What is it? What's the French word for
Yes. Yes.
that? Yes. Yeah, be nice, doggy.
No, be nice, sois gentil.
Sois
Yeah,
gentil.
be nice.
Sois gentil. Yeah, new house, la shut up. Yeah, new house,
Yeah,
la
la shut-
brain.
They must have heard a noise. And when they hear a noise, it's like all hell breaks loose.
Doing their job.
Oh, well,
Oh.
sometimes a bit too much.
So Ben, what's your favorite song of all time?
Of all time, gosh, there's so many. But I think, well, I was listening to Nick's in the Mix earlier, but and he plays Blowfish by Tin Liquor too. And I was like, oh, jeez, that song.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
do
got
it
you
every
guys
time.
got to know this. We're sold on Thin Liquor because we saw the show in Montreal together. Me, my wife, and Miss Julie and Big Ben. And
That's awesome.
what a show! Oh,
Oh,
One
yeah.
of the best show I've seen.
mhm.
One of the
Yeah.
best things. And I've seen Janet Jackson on one of her tour, and she was awesome. But this show was like out of this world.
I mean, two guys in front. We just like at some point you go like you're just in awe. Says, how do they do this? That was awesome. Anyway, awesome show.
That's great. Well, how about the tech, the tech stuff? Who does what? Don't tell me, Big Ben's also you, or you help each other out. Tell me. So if something goes wrong, let's say OBS act up, it's your fault, right?
Yeah.
Forgiven.
Ben, what did you do? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the power went out. What did you do? Like, the bandwidth is too low. What do you do? Like, It's always like that, for some reason why. I'm glad, that, some of you, are not doing the tech stuff for your better half. But I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. If the audience think I'm complaining, I'm not. I'm just stating the fact that, that I can stop, the electricity flowing to our house. I can stop anything coming to our house to shut up the stream.
Yeah, but you won't be able to stop that shoe coming on your head in 3 seconds.
That's true.
I'm sure Grace is amazing with the shoe.
Dude, Big Ben telling me, right? So when Miss Julia is playing and then she's looking at that OBS and that meter that it's going down. Do you get the looks also like what's going on? Like,
when she stream, I'm always checking something. What can I do better? Do we add some lights? Does the mic sound good? Does the music is good? Does the everything? I'm always checking on that. I don't know why. I want everything has got to be perfect.
So tell us honestly, right? And then can you tell us a story wherein you really got in trouble because of a set or something that you are helping Miss Julia? Is there anything that you can say that stands out? Like, holy shit, she's mad at me, and I'm getting an earful. Is there a story about that?
No, don't think so. But I know that.
Miss Julia, can you take care of the dog first? I'm just gonna talk to Ben for a second because he wasn't. I asked Big Ben, and you said no. That's the question for Big Ben, right?
No.
Ben is smart, man. He's got to sleep there tonight.
I'm gonna I'm gonna put it later. The no dumb question.
We were not
in
the
that
bedroom.
room.
We were in the living room, and there is a dog. Was the camera stands was on my left, and the dogs want to go outside. Yeah, right. The string was about to ending, and
wait, you're streaming. He wants you to walk the dog.
No,
oh my God.
The thing is, when we went streaming into the living room, the patient was just beside the setup. So the camera was in front of the patient door, and the dog wanted to go out. So it just ended up like everything.
All the fan, all the cap. I don't know if you see it.
Okay. I thought you say, honey, can I raid out first? Walk the dog. Just a few minutes, just once. I just need to raid out.
That is such an epic closure, though. You echo trail out, and you see the camera come down.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. And I bet you it was your fault because the gravity. You did that with gravity.
I got a feeling Mr. Coops wants to, you want to say something, brother? Come on.
I know.
Let it out, bro.
It's fine.
Putting
It's fine.
it out there. I'm here, but no, I'm not. I'm not saying it, guys. Come on, don't get me in trouble. Come on, I'm just saying it. Like, no, believe me, that's just for everybody, for the audience.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me, with that
time, or when my glass of water just.
Oh no! It was not your glass of water. It was a gin tonic.
My gin tonic.
Jeez.
Oh, sticky stuff.
Controller on the one of I was like
wow
out.
Your fault, Big Ben.
He was supposed to mix that evening later on, and he didn't. We just opened the controller to call and just let it sit.
You put it in rice.
No button that doesn't click, but it's still working, but it's not clicking.
Yeah. But you take the whole controller, you put it in rice, the whole thing. Buy 15 pounds of rice, you're in. That's it. Here we go.
It works with everything.
That's a lot of rice. Well, 15 pounds is nothing. We Filipinos buy 25 pounds. Like we go that 2 weeks in 2 weeks. That's how much rice we go through. It's crazy. But with all of this, you spend a lot of time. How does Twitch impact your personal time? Is this your date night, or how do you set boundaries between between real life, going out with family, and streaming?
Well, seriously, we don't have a lot of a big social life. For real.
Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So
All right.
seriously, it just I think it's most of our evenings is on Twitch. So or on Saturdays when we have something, there's always a channel of someone open in the background. Or it's just our instead of opening the radio or the TV, it's Twitch. So this became our background vocals.
Okay.
So it's always on, and we have so many
Usually when we-
wonderful people
Wow.
we met. So seriously, there are more. I
Mm.
have more connection and more friendships and beautiful
Wow.
discussion with people on Twitch than with my friends. So I talk to them more often than my real friends physically.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
We do this a lot. Go ahead,
Friends
sorry.
at home. Sometimes,
Saturday.
there was my coworker that came at home and I said to him, "Come at home. We're going to boil some maple syrup, and then we're going to play some funky house. How do you think about that?" He said, yeah, why not? That's cool.
6 hours later. and then-
Well, 3.
Drunk.
but
you know.
yeah. With that though,
No.
maple syrup, drunk, drink maple. But with that though, I mean, do you ever like say, I need space outside of Twitch because that's it's just like if you eat, sleep, Twitch,
Yeah.
it's sometimes you can get a burnout. I mean, it's something that you want. Are there times that you just want to stay away from the platform?
As of now, not really, but
Wow.
I
Okay.
just saw Nick's writing, I want all the syrups in the chat. Hello, Nick's. So yeah, he really loves the syrup. He just wanted it all for himself. But
Maple syrup for the win. Yeah.
I guess you can count that as date nights, right? Though now I go date night with my wife every single night, so that's actually very, very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do that. We cook. We install, like, we moved everything into a room. My daughter left the house with her she's with her boyfriend now, so we have a room that is just our Twitch stuff, and then we just put some speakers in the living room and just open the music. He's cooking. He's the one cooking. I'm not. So while he's cooking, we're listening to music. It's just
Slash modding.
Oh,
Wow.
nice. So you have a daughter, right? So you said you have a daughter. He has a boyfriend.
We
Two
have a
daughters. Well,
daughter-
two-
I have a daughter and 2 dogs, so it's like my kids.
okay. All right.
A
Yeah,
cat
very good.
and a rabbit also.
Wow.
Damn.
So
I have the
so
zoo.
so the boyfriend, right? So he ever came in and said you guys were streaming, and then the boyfriend came, "What is your parents doing?" Or is that like one of the first questions you ask when you open the door? We all got daughter here, and then a guy comes in. Gus knows this. He did the same thing.
No,
They,
the only
Do you like?
they are more impressed about it.
Do you like tech house?
Oh, your parents were cool.
Do you have those questions? What's your genre of music? You like tech house? Did you ask this question? But
Yeah,
seriously, what's the impression? She said it's cool.
Yeah, well, my daughter, she's really like us musically speaking, because she listens
Okay.
to everything from country to dubstep. This is like
That's
two
all.
extremes
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah.
Same for me. But my daughter really loves it. She goes to Saint-Sit, which is like a huge festival here in Quebec.
Yeah, it's a Western festival. Yep.
Yeah, Saint-Sit Western Festival. It's like she's not missing it.
and don't, like Nick said, don't forget the orgasmic hour.
Yeah,
Orgasmic house. That's the best, man.
Wait.
Orgasmic house in the morning.
What
There is orgasmic hour and maple syrup.
what the hell is orgasmic house?
Well, when
Okay.
you wake up in the morning,
the story about
Oh, okay.
inside with Nick. He arrived on my channel one Saturday morning. I was doing Organic House, and he wrote, "Oh, you're doing Organic House," but the corrector autocorrect just changed it for Orgasmic House. So we laughed so much.
That is perfect.
That might be
Thank
like
you,
your favorite
Google.
genre now.
Thank you, Google. Yeah.
So it ended up like the big gag about it. We just laughed so much it just stick around. And then wrote on Nick's channel like, "I'm boiling maple syrup, so I'm not gonna be
On and
around."
off in the chat, man.
And
and
Nick's
his
girlfriend wrote,
Well,
"Oh my
read.
god, I misread." I read nipple syrup, so we just laughed so much. So
So you think orgasmic? I read it differently with maple syrup.
Yeah. Both of them go together, you know. Hey, I like Orgasmic House and a little bit of nipple syrup. It's a good evening. I mean, hey, that's class all the way.
Yeah.
Well, we laughed so much about this. It just became like just a rolling joke.
Sweet Drop says, like organic but stickier.
Exactly.
What?
Everything is
Where
sticky.
Where are we going right now? What the? Guys, I'm telling you, this is not part of what I want to ask them. It just went that way. So believe me, what you guys are hearing, this is not part of the show.
Says that every time.
So
Exactly.
boys usually when they come in, they are really like surprised about the genre that we are doing. They're not used to it, but I think it makes us cooler as parents, though.
That's true.
Yeah, so they are really like, and I have some friends over that are coming, and they're like, "This is really interesting. Can you show me?" So this is really.
Were they there when you guys are playing, and then download Twitch and then go in the chat and you introduce them?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, there's a few of our friends that did that, so it's really fun. It's really
you'd be surprised how kids are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I have like one of my hands. She's like 80, 82, and she says, "You're the only music I listen." I'm like, okay, this is so cute.
That's because you said Orgasmic House. That's why.
That's why.
Wow.
But
This is the only time I can get it.
when you get people like that, like when she said that, I'm listening to you every single time, and I'm like, okay, she's 82. I'm like, okay, this is not the music she was listening.
At 82, I don't want to know who is sticky.
And who's orgasmic? And nipple snow. Come on.
No more. It's not gonna be sticky at that age. Sorry. Well, sorry.
Things we can't unsee on NBHT.
This is going nowhere. But it is surprising, right? We all got kids, especially the teenagers and even the ones that are old, right? In the 20s. That you're a bit surprised how proud they are with their parents when they know that they're DJing and they have people watching them. Like it's just amazing, right? They're proud of that. Do you have any story about that, JFP, that you know that your kids like said,
My daughter's right there. Hang on. Blouch.
Yeah.
Are you proud that I'm a DJ? Yeah. So that's it. That's all we get. Thank you.
Yeah.
We've got
DJ tonight.
What's her name?
Yeah, she just says, she says to a friend, my dad's a DJ, and I guess I'm cool. But I'm going to be 52 soon. I don't care. I do not care about being cool. I'm done with high school, and it's like, you're not cool. So,
like Nick says, my kids are 25 and 26, and they couldn't care less.
Nick's, I got you, man. I know.
Well, she's okay with that. Sometimes she comes in the chat just to say hi, or if we're not answering our phones while streaming, she texts us in the chat.
Hey, check your phone.
Check your phone.
Duh.
I sent you a message, and I'm like, Okay.
Mom, where's dinner?
Wait for it.
That's really important.
I need $40. You know.
Can you put it on can you put the laundry in the dryer, please? That's right.
Exactly. I'm
He's
like,
just nodding.
come on. You
I have a
put
flat tire, Dad. Come on, you gotta help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh my God.
like, okay.
And when she's not answering, she calls me.
Yeah. It's all the time.
So-
and she calls him and she says, Pat, I want to talk to mom.
Wow, man, what did? Okay, no, you're gonna talk to me anyway.
Well,
We'll talk.
That's what the kids, but that's what the kids are right now, right? Like, I mean, the dad's just like, we're like, if for emergency only, break the glass. You're only gonna get a phone call when something's wrong. That's why when my phone rings and my son, so like, holy shit, something's wrong. I'm scared because they're not there to say hi. You know, we all know that. And they're not gonna ask you how your day is. They're gonna ask you, yeah, I have a flat tire. I just ran into a deer. Like those kind of calls that
I
they
slipped
get.
on nipple syrup.
Well,
Yeah.
in our case, it's not that. She just calls to tell us everything that's going on in her life at the moment.
That's
Or
the
I'm in
mom.
jail.
The mom gets that. The dad
He
gets
gets that too.
Yeah.
I'm not answering. He gets
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Because-
nice. Yeah, that's
Call
nice.
them.
that's very nice.
She's working at a car retailer also, like him, but not the same. It's a different place. But she calls and like, I'm cleaning a Corvette today, and like, okay, well that's cool. But she's just want to tell me that she was doing the cleanup of a Corvette. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm really happy for you.
And then she makes you really feel good. She says, "This car's old as you, Mom." Thank you.
Well, no, it's a new car. It's a new car.
Oh, I thought it. Classic. Okay.
She's got all the
Yeah,
brands coming out. So
that's the moms always get the fun stuff. You always get the dad always get the not so fun
I
stuff.
can guarantee I can guarantee you I have
It's true, though.
everything, the good and the bad and all of it. I'm always the first person she calls.
You get the good and bad, and then Big Ben gets the worst also from you. Believe me. Going to which you I was on nipple syrup. I lost my train of thought there. But I lost my train of thought there for a second. Yeah, but with that though, you guys are been on Twitch like almost every day. But you know, is it now? Are you saying that communicating in real life is just really like how you communicate on stream, right? You know, the ups and the downs, and do you now say the chat is your friends that you know that you can count on to, and then bitch about something? do you feel that it's becoming?
In my case,
Good.
I don't bitch about something. That's not me. I'm not like that. Yes, I've seen the bad side of Twitch.
Yeah.
We both did.
Yeah, both.
But there's so much more good than bad.
Yeah.
So it's just
We
overstep.
we toss the bad and
We just
That's-
talk the bad.
You ban them. But I got to say something about the couple. Seriously, I've met them on two occasions live, you know, in person, and this is like the most authentic people because what you see here on on Twitch now live is
It's
what
the
they
real.
are in real life. It's the real
Awesome.
thing. They're really genuine people, and they're hilarious. I mean, me and Ben, well, we just say fart and then we go. We just we start. We're gone, and then both of the wives looked at each other and they went like, oh. And it's like, but no, they're really genuine and they really are what you see is what you get, and that's what I admire about you two. It's really cool.
That's great, JFE. I think that's what we want to show also on the show, right? Because it's still different, right? When you see them DJing, of course you can do jokes, communicate, but this show also show you that more, right? And I like that. That's how I know JFB, right? That's why he's still on the show right now, because I saw that. I know he's always been fun, but this has been great, and I think that's one that word authenticity is always been the common theme.
Yeah,
that everybody we met on Twitter.
but that's the most important thing. People don't want fake, people want it.
And
People,
exactly.
sometimes people love the fake ones, but it's just a facade. It's not. You're not gonna get anything from them. From
Like in
these
Just-
Newhouse.
people.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that authenticity, that fun. That it's not gonna be the same thing. GFP, it's. I love him so much just because of that. He's like us. We are just the same. He's authentic, like he is now. It's the same thing as us. You meet
I
the
feel,
guy,
yeah.
same. He's the same as what you see now. So this
Yeah.
authenticity is just so much important for me. And this is what I want to show people. People are coming in, they are welcome, and it's not fake, it's true. I'm
That's
it.
honored that they chose to listen to me instead of the thousands of other people that are live. You know, they
Yeah.
have the choice. They really have the choice. You know, there's a stream I did one day, and there's a guy that comes in. First thing, he's first time chatter, didn't say anything, not hello, nothing. He just came in and he says, "You're talking too much."
Oh,
Banned.
okay.
Banned.
See ya.
So
First thing he says, he just wrote in the chat, "You're talking too much." And the first thing I said to him, maybe I'm talking too much, but you got the choice. You can go anywhere else instead of being here. So you
That's-
have the choice to leave. And he just shut up, he listened for a while, and he left.
Oh.
So I'm
We
like,
Is that-
didn't even ban.
yeah,
you've
well,
got the
it's-
choice, man. You've got thousands of people streaming.
that's true.
Pick someone else.
Absolutely.
I don't care. Like,
Well, it looked like what you said a while ago that there's. I feel like is there a story behind that? You feel like there's people like that. Can you tell us a story wherein you have to deal with all this drama in your stream? Can you tell us can you tell a story how that happened?
Yeah, because I'm gonna say bad words.
No,
That's okay. That's okay, man.
that's
I'm here.
okay.
I'm here, Ben. Go ahead.
Yeah, JFP's gonna.
I
help
brought
you.
the bar up to here, so you
Yeah.
can go right there.
So when we started on Twitch, when we decided when our friends back then were already streaming, they are streamers, they are DJs that have been doing this like for 25, 30 years.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And when they say like go, just have fun and do it. So Ben starts and we get to have a lot of people and we are growing and growing. And I think it pissed them off
Oh,
because
the jealousy. Okay.
yeah, the jealousy kicked in, and we heard some talking
Yeah.
from two different people that were not even talking to each other back then, and they said the same thing that okay, they are talking trash about you guys. So it was
Wow.
me. It's like instant disconnection. I'm
course.
not. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
It's not the type of people I want to have in my life.
Of course. You don't
Oh,
need. You don't. You no room for toxic people. No room.
I don't need that. I'm 46 years old. I'm not there.
No, we're not gonna mention names, Newhouse.
No, I'm not.
But
That was
I
my
know-
question, you asked. That's my next question.
no, Big Ben. I know a guy that knows a guy.
I can tell you they are from Quebec. They are from Quebec.
I even
the
heard-
province of Quebec.
I even heard they said to us, don't play the same song that I play.
Yeah, like it's yours, asshole.
Wow.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, it's
Are
like
you headliners of a freaking show?
The hell with you.
and it's
Yeah,
so
oh my
fun
God.
because every time we hear tracks played by other DJs that I know that they are playing, it's just became like a joke between us. Like, oh, he's playing this guy's track.
Yeah. Hey,
Like,
it's like, me
come
and Big
on.
Ben. Me and Big
Come
Ben's got this favorite song together. Okay, it's "Drop It" by Saison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not mine. It's not his. It's Saison's. Okay, that we didn't write the fucking thing. We just play it because we like it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's playing my song? What did you buy him?
What?
What?
But you guys mentioned about jealousy though, right? Is it because of it's more about like is it skill, popularity, or just they're just not negative people? What do you think that causes?
Well, I do believe that these type of DJs always thinks that we are going to steal their spotlight.
Mhm.
We were having a lot of people. They were getting some of them were getting less than us, and they were like really skilled DJs. We are self-taught DJs. We learn on ourselves. We just try and just explore the controller and just have fun with it, and we just good at it because we love music. So
You enjoy what you do, but
Yeah.
do you think that it could be based only on numbers? Because seriously, I don't care
Rat's
about
ass.
numbers.
yeah.
Thank you, rat's ass. Okay, I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass about numbers.
But
But
I
do
know
you
that
think
they are.
they did, right? So you were
I know
gaining in
that
numbers. Okay, that's it. Well,
were
so jealousy. Yeah.
bigger numbers we're getting, and we were not going to see them as much
Okay.
because we were exploring Twitch differently and getting to know people.
And they don't speak English
No, that much.
like
So-
Oh,
English.
that's their problem.
We should have him on the show. We should have him on the show.
No,
Yeah.
don't do it. There is law, you know.
So I guess that's it.
I'll take care of them.
We are speaking well. We are getting more people from outside, and lots of people that were hanging out on their channel are not coming on ours anymore at all. Only some of them. It's just like it's sad. I was sad about it, but I didn't stop myself to it.
That's perfect. You just went on.
I just don't need that.
And that genius wrote about money.
Yeah, maybe money. Maybe.
Wait, money.
Yeah, because when they got a hype train and everything, and cheers and subs and everything, and when he doesn't get that much, he ends the stream.
Yeah.
Quicker.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
These are the type of DJs. So there were business guys. It's everything is about business. So that's really sad because for me, Twitch is all about the fun and the community. I don't care about the money I do with it. I'm doing this because I love the people
You love
I
it.
had the chance to be there. Nick's in the mix. All of you guys, I wouldn't know any of you if it wasn't for Twitch.
Yeah.
You know, like Nick's in the mix. He's the next in line for me to meet because we really tried to make it happen. But this guy is just like, we really understand each other. We talk a lot. Strider and Z, who is in New Zealand, they are expecting to do a trip next year to come and visit. So
Wow.
it's really something. This guy, I think I'm gonna cry when I'm gonna see him because he's like such a big teddy bear that I want to hug.
Even if it's 6'6".
He's 6'6". No, this is insane. But
Wait, Nick is 6'6".
Strider.
Strider and
Nick's
there,
is 6'6".
Strider,
Sorry, Nick's.
sick.
God, it's
That's
like a
right.
polar bear.
Yeah, they're definitely a bear. 6'6". Like,
Such a big guy, but such a sweet. I had a lot of discussion on Messenger with him.
nice.
You know,
Okay.
like pure discussion, beautiful discussion about life, about
Amazing.
love, about people, about Twitch, about everything, and it's just like pure. I wouldn't know this guy if it wasn't for Twitch. You know, wouldn't have that heartfelt discussion with him if it wasn't from that. So, for me, the pandemic brought me Twitch, and what I'm doing,
That's great.
and the fun that I have with it. There's so many things we could say about the pandemic, but it really brought me like the best of it.
Yeah.
That's
Same here.
amazing to hear that.
Same here.
Yeah. Well, I want to meet you guys if it wasn't for pandemic and Twitch
Yeah,
also.
exactly.
Yeah. But think about that, right?
I wouldn't know any of the people in the chat if it wasn't.
Amazing.
We wouldn't be here. I wouldn't. I didn't even know what Twitch was.
Same Same thing
But-
for me. I didn't know Twitch at all. So,
I'm gonna say this, you guys, right? And we've been doing this for 3 years, and we have all those same experiences everybody else, like criticisms and being talked about. I feel like whether it's positive or negative, it's just signs that your community, yourself, is just growing and making an impact, right? The more visibility we all gain, the more opinions you attract,
Yeah.
good or bad. Some people will embrace what you're doing, like the family and VHD, and then there are going to be others that have something to say, whether it's constructive or they're just making noise. I think it's a natural part of our own growth, right? As long as, for me, it's as long as you're doing the right thing and not stepping on everyone's well-being,
mhm.
we shouldn't care what others say or think. The key is to focus on, Pat said this for NBASD, we have our core values. Sounds corny, but you stick with that one. Keep building with the people who support, keep building it up with the people who support your vision,
Yep.
and not let negativity derail you. I mean,
There we go.
if people are talking, it means they're paying attention.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's all you think.
Brother.
Just
we have an
forget
impact.
about it.
Yeah, we have an impact on a way, either bad or good, whatever. But for me, it's like, I don't know if it's the same for him, but I always felt I was different. this is
Yes,
me
you are.
being-
You married the right guy. You-
And that's why Big Ben loves you. You are. You just stand out with like a big
I've
voice.
always felt like an external person. Okay, I've never fit anywhere. Same sometimes in my job, I don't feel like I belong, and this
But you-
I belong. I really feel I belong.
That's amazing.
So
That's really amazing.
someone says,
It's really cool.
if someone is saying to me like, why do you do this? Because I feel I belong. I have people I care about that are doing this too. I'm committed to be there for them and help them out and just work with them and just have fun. This is so important, having fun doing this. If you're
That's
not
it.
having fun, don't do it.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but do you guys feel that this is it's just Twitch make it too easy for drama to spread, or this is just across? I guess it's just across any social media, internet culture, right? It's just that the way people are.
It's just human being human being. Like,
Yeah,
you
well,
cannot do anything about
where
it.
there's humans, there's stupidity. So
Yeah.
it goes
And
with it.
there's egos, and there's egos that you have to deal with.
You deal
ego-
with them. I don't deal. I just ban them. That's it. I don't have time. I don't have time for this shit. It's like,
Oh
I'm not-
my
They
god!
arrive, you deal with them. You ban them. You just,
yeah, well, that's how I do. It's
but
like
you-
Keanu Reeves said. It's like at some point, if somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, man, 2 + 2 is 5," I go, "Hey, man, good luck with that. Fuck you." I just, fair enough. Do whatever you want to do. Leave me alone.
still
It-
egos and jealousy.
That's it.
And you have
That's it.
But
And
maybe Mitchell,
from different backgrounds. That's what we have to always
yeah,
think about. Yeah, there's a lot of trolls also. I think, yeah, that's it. But we are from so many different places also.
Mhm.
Being at different places around the world, it changes the perspective of everyone. You have to think about it. We're not living, I live in a certain way, but my normality is not someone else's.
There we go. That's it.
yeah, I love that. I love that.
That's
We
I
it.
all
love that a lot.
each
Yeah,
other. We have each our different normality because we live differently in different places, in different countries, with different values. So we have to think about this when we talk with people in the chat. We have people who have autism who just comes on the chat, and you have to steal to work with it. You know that they are just non-stop writing in the chat, and you have to let them know that you don't spam the chat as much. This is complicated. You have to really think of all these different type of people you're going to meet.
it's really refreshing to hear that from you, Miss Julia, just talking about how this magnetic pull from the DJ community attract each other, right? So we all from different backgrounds, different even the music that we play on different genre, right? It's
Yeah.
just we all like go like get attracted to this big magnet full of hey, we want to hang out with you. It's been a common theme. Again, Twitch has, I met a lot of authentic people, like truly authentic, which like I can't find in any social media, right? Everything is toxic, everything is negative, but this is why we got we put the show, right?
Yeah.
I think we can get a lot of these people on the show and have fun with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very amazing. Yeah.
Important. That's really important. And what is fun is like when I see people coming in and they end up on our channel, they don't listen to organic. This is not, they are trans people, like they
Yeah.
end up on
Oh,
my
poor
channel,
them.
they organic. This is like completely the opposite. And they're like sitting there and they write me in the chat and they say, damn, this is so refreshing. I really love it.
Yeah.
Like, and they come back and they like to
They
hang out.
discover something else.
They discovered something.
Oh, that's it.
You
That's
got
it.
invested in something else, and I'm like, okay, my job is done. My job is done. I just brought something else to these people. See,
Exactly.
I brought them something different. I brought them a special touch, my special touch.
Yeah.
So-
Well, you bring that one song,
Yeah.
that'll bring joy. But the good thing about a song is it lasts forever. My favorite song, my favorite song is "Call on Me" by Eric Pritz. How old is that song? I mean, and I still get that rush every time. There's the buildup. It's a song lasts forever. A good song lasts forever. That's it. And that's what you bring. That's what I bring. That's what we bring as DJs. That's my point of view too. Music is magic. Music is a healer. Music is everything you want it to be.
And when you're authentic on the screen, it shows. It's felt, and people knows about it. So.
Yep.
I could have not said it better. I think this is the fulfillment that you guys have said, right? And that's great. Like after that, even on this show, we're not DJs, but just the fulfill. Oh, I learned something from this. And then I feel that every time Gus, Pat, and I, every time we do TGND with new guests, we felt like we gain new friends, right? We
Totally.
don't see each other, right? We see each other in the chat, but we don't talk to each other much. But it's just like when we're there, I feel like everybody that we interviewed or guested on the show, if I see them in person, it's gonna be it, because this venue, this is what we're doing right now. It's just like hanging out, only for 2 hours, but it's enough for you. Okay, I want to do it again, right? This time in person, right?
Yeah.
With alcohol, right?
That's it.
But Mitchell and Big Ben, what's your advice for couples who wants to stream together without driving each other crazy?
Be like Ben.
Be like Ben. There you go.
This is a T-shirt. Be like Ben.
Be like Ben.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at that. Well, look, people don't know. I think I found this out just a few streams ago. Why the name DJ Big Ben and Chest? Can you tell them why is that name? And then probably the T-shirt will kind of show.
Well, we got a small house.
It's such a long
really
story.
small house. And when we were listening to our friends, there was always a FaceTime call for a shot. So at home, it's always hot. So I always shirtless. So they called me Big Ben in chest at first because I was always no t-shirt on, shirtless.
So
Shirtless means chest. Chest means shirtless.
I thought because you want to show his chest, right?
Yeah, because chest in Quebecers.
Yeah,
He's naked.
Yeah, shirtless.
Oh,
So they called me that first. So I said, when I go stream, why not?
Everyone knows me like that.
Yeah, that's why. So I said,
That's
awesome.
So what is pantless on French then?
Cul nu.
Oh, I thought you said Gus. That's
No.
Man.
You should do Gus. What is it? Can you type that? What this? How do you say that?
And Jess.
No pants.
Gus on cue, man.
What is that?
Okay,
Someone
which
type
one
that.
do you
I
wanna
want
know?
that. What is it? Ghost is something else. What is Gus?
Goose is something else.
No. What is it? What is that in French?
And
Which
Gus
one do
is
you wanna know?
pantless. What is that on French? Gus is pantless.
Because we got a lot of slang in French. Okay, so like Big Ben en chest means en chest. Chest means
En
shirtless,
chest.
right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you go like Gus pantless would be Gus en cul because he's wearing no pants. Cul means ass. So
Okay.
we're not gonna no, we can't. You guys cannot learn French here tonight. Okay, so Gus en cul
Idea.
next stream,
Don't go
brother.
there. Don't go there.
That's gonna be the title of your next stream, Gus.
Gus en cul. I'll send it to you how to spell it.
I'm gonna fucking
okay,
change it.
good.
Here, Newhouse got it. Newhouse got it.
Yeah.
Newhouse Gus
Yeah.
en cul. That's it.
On cue.
Oh, they said Gus is cool. No, that's not Gus is cool. And cool. That's Gus with no
On
pants,
cue,
guys.
yeah. On cue.
Oh God, that's amazing. All right.
Wow. Holy shit.
So this is going over with Gus, no pants, Gus. But I love talking about. But I think we have to go to the next segment of the show, and I think it's fun. It's just continue because I have a few what I call content for here for the beyond the neighborhood. So let's kick it off, and I'm going to show you a couple of reels. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. What I promised last week. That we are now to beyond the neighborhood where the segment serves as the hottest list on what's sizzling on the world of the internet. And I pray to God I'm not gonna get roasted on this one. So here he goes. I might regret this. So here's our first clip. So basically, Miss Julie and Big Ben, I want you to take a look at it, including JFP, our content, and then we can talk about it. So here's the first content for today. It's called the gender reveal.
Here she comes. Blue dress is a bit on the nose, isn't it?
All right, so since we have couples here, so I'm gonna go to one topic where it can go sideways. So there's one thing that you can turn a simple celebration into pure chaos, right? That's one thing, but it's the in-laws. Get ready, Big Ben. So recently, a gender reveal party that you just seen went viral because the mother-in-law tried to steal the show, and I think I saw like 20 clips of the in-laws are kind of getting into that gender reveal. She's literally jumping, as you saw on the video, making it a moment. The internet had mixed reaction. I know you guys have all too. Like, how about her in-laws? So what do you think that she's trying to steal the show, or she's just genuinely happy?
She's an idiot. And
Wait.
I'm more polite than that.
well, I'm not. I'm direct.
In-laws, right? You're talking about that in-laws, right? You're talking about the one
do
that I showed, not in
that-
general.
I do believe
Look
that
at-
she just want to hugs them because she's so happy. But that's
That's
how
what
I
you
feel
think.
about it.
That's what you think. Let
That's
me
how
ask
I
Big
feel
Ben.
about
So that was her in-laws. When you have a gender reveal, it's a blue or red for a boy, and your in-law come in with the blue. So is she just praying that it's a boy, or she already know it and just trying to steal the show?
That
Well,
would be
how
more
would you
if
feel?
Fish was wearing a blue dress and the pink blows out.
Yeah, that would have been good. Yep. If it would have been a girl, well, you wrong. You got the wrong dress on.
There you go.
I don't know.
Yeah, but be honest, guys. what? Again, Big Ben. I'm gonna start with you. I'm not gonna put you on the spot, but what? But I am. Be honest. What's the wildest thing your in-law has ever done in one of your big life events? Baby shower, housewarming, Sunday dinner. I don't know. You pick. There's probably one thing there. Then don't tell me there's none, dude.
You got a better memory than me.
Yeah. I know that one time we were at my parents' house and there was some discussion about politics.
Oh boy, that's never good.
Bad.
Safe word. What's the safe word?
That's never good.
So
Wow.
bad. And my mother was just arguing on me like this, and he was just sitting there like that. Just
What the
looking at me
fuck is
like,
going
what
on?
the fuck is going And I'm more like, okay, Mom, if you don't sit down, I'm leaving. This is the end.
Well, that's good. Good way to handle. Ban. Boom. Ban the mother-in-law or your mom.
Or I'm going. And he was just like, I'm following. So, like, I just want to go.
If you go, I go.
That's it. So, yeah, this is in-laws.
Now, DJ Nick's in the mix. Gender reveal parties are ridiculous. You're having a child. Stop wasting money to show off. Again. Oh, let's put this on Instagram. You're having a child, you bunch of dicks. You're having a child. It stops right there.
Well, Nick, look,
Don't set the house on goddamn fire. You're having a child. Let's have fireworks. You're having a child. It's okay. How many babies are born a day? You're not special. It's a child. And it's going to come out where we all came out from, right in the middle. We're just going to pop out, and it's going to be a child.
I don't think JFP had any. I don't think JFP had any gender reveal on all his kids. It's just special.
I mean, the doctor looked at us and says, "You want to keep it a secret?" I say, "Why? I want to buy the clothes right now. I want to paint the fucking room. Let's go."
That's true.
And this is, oh my God, my daughter's sitting right there. She was, okay, you guys are going to floor. She was 20 seconds old and she heard her first dad joke. Oh, wow. That's it. Okay. So she was born by C-section and, the mom's pretty out there on, it's like, yeah. And the doctor wraps her up and gives her to me. And then she start, cooing and complaining a bit, says, "Oh, baby, stop complaining. Daddy likes being in mommy too." I swear to God, that's what I told my 22-old daughter. Don't cry. Daddy likes to be in mommy too. Her mom, because that's my ex-wife. Room. It was, but I had the anesthesis in the back. This says he was hitting me in the back, laughing, saying, "I've been doing this for 18 years. You are the smoothest fucking guy." They're all panicky, and you pulled out. He was crying, going like, "I've never heard this." Anyway,
That's amazing. Oh God, I can't. I wish
the genius. We'll talk about that.
You had that in video.
Fuck no, I don't. And it's a good chance, man. It's a good thing I don't have that on video.
But you said that the gender reveals are ridiculous, but I do have an option because I saw this
Here we
in
go.
internet.
Here we go.
Believe me
Another
not. Yeah. No, not a clip. Just I did see that. It's a gender reveal. It's again Filipinos, man. It's like you have to make it creative, to make it really cheap. They show how Persians do their gender reveal. Somebody revealing a blue car or a red car, right? But what they did on the gender, what they did is they actually used the toilet. So if they flush it, if it's blue, it's a boy, and if those things that you put in the toilet so that they color there's a blue and a red. That's how they do it.
Oh, okay.
What is the boy?
So they put it in the tank. They put it in the tank and they flush. Okay.
People all around the toilet.
The genius. If it's green, you mixed up the colors, bro.
Flush it.
Keep flushing until no. Come on.
I was hoping somebody flushed the toilet before they did that, so that'll be very interesting. Well, but guys, look, everybody's playing. Yeah, playing safe here, like they're dodging the in-laws kind of question here, which is smart.
You want because I'm not the invite. I'm not the star guest, but I have a in-law from my past life. Okay, I'm working super hard. I was a mechanic, industrial mechanic. Okay, no, get this, and I line up my days off and my vacation on Christmas. I get 16 days off. This is like a vacation. I'm stopping for 16 days. The in-laws stayed in my house for 13 of them.
Oh,
I almost went to jail. I was like no, it's like I was freaking out, man. Those 3 days at the end, I was like, they fucked up my vacation. They messed up my vacation. That's it. So no, I'm not a fan.
But Big Man, what's again? You're playing safe there. Every time you answer the question, you're gonna look at Miss Julia, and then Miss Julia's like, I can't see the left eye, but saying,
He's got such a bad memory.
be careful.
For that, I got really bad memories.
How you do?
Yeah.
For real.
Oh yeah, for real. He really does.
So you just
good
forget
one.
about those bad moments because I don't want bad memories.
Yeah.
For real, Ben is the type of guy who just lives in the moment. He rarely remembers except just maybe sometimes when it's really something big that he laughed so much about, he's gonna remember it. But
Like
That's
tonight.
smart.
Selective
That's
memory.
smart though. Yeah, that's smart though. I don't want to relieve that moment.
He always does live in the moment. You ask
Yeah.
what he eaten 2 days ago, he doesn't fucking remember.
Yeah.
That's not true. He streamed.
I can't blame you, dude. I will not like to relive those moments with those stories with the in-laws. But guys, you've been quiet there. Don't tell me you don't have any stories about your in-laws. Come on, you don't play safe on me. You have a story. What's
Where's
the
your
wildest
wife?
thing?
Where's your
What
wife?
is the wildest thing your in-law has ever done to your life or your big life event? And it's a common theme. Every like big events, there has to be something like. Tell us a story.
No, I'm different, right? So I
Whoa.
try
Really?
to, I try to
Yeah.
I try to I try to get along with my in-laws, right? You need to get along with them so that at least your wife then when you ask something to your wife, it's so easy, because you're quiet.
Wow. Gus is wise. That's wisdom right there, ladies and
And I
gentlemen.
I cannot really control my in-laws, right? I can only control my parents, but at least so
Yeah.
Well, can you put your wife? Maybe I should ask your wife if there's the wildest moment because of that. Dude,
I just try to be quiet and then let my wife talk to them, because it's hard to get in the middle, with that. Yeah.
You're smart man. Yep, you're a smart
They
man.
stayed here
I don't get to
for
see my parents.
Oh my God.
Same for him. So in our case, it's just we don't see our families that much because we live too far.
Oh, that's smart. That's also.
That's why
smart.
you moved, right? Ben, that's why you moved.
I know.
So because we live too far, they don't come that often. But my parents are really older though. My dad just hit 80, so 80 years old. So he's not comfortable being on the road as much as he used to. So
Even
before that, yeah, I know. Even before that, we were living like 20 minutes away, and it was too far.
But
So-
if he needs to go in
At
at
my
our sister's house,
everything was
that's
perfect.
okay. But us, nah.
No.
Maybe they don't like you. I don't know. Maybe they don't like you. I don't know.
I
Maybe.
don't care.
I'm fine with that.
There you go. Yeah.
Logic to-
I don't care about it.
I did,
Oh my
both
God.
of them said I don't care. Way to go, man. Good.
It's funny. Well, look, me. I always say, it has to be like a full episode. TGND was just talking about my in-laws. My friends always tells me I can write a book about the stories of my in-laws, and I'm not gonna start. I'm not gonna start because my wife's probably listening, but I'll probably tell you guys some other time. But the last question on this in-laws thing, and I want you guys to answer. If your in-laws could review you like an Amazon product, what star do you think they're gonna give you? I know it's gonna be 5-star for a big band, but what will be and what star rating will they give you? And if they don't give you a big star, what will be the most common complaint?
Go, Ben. Go.
It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap.
You don't come
Um,
see us.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Damn, this is really nice. It's all.
Same thing on both sides. We don't
Realize you married our child.
don't call enough. So they would give me a low number though. But maybe not. Maybe not. Not
maybe
your
not.
father. Not your father gave me a bad note.
No,
I-
that no.
Well, I accompanied him through because his mother passed away. She had Alzheimer's, and I used to work in a Alzheimer facility. So I worked there for 2.5 years. I think it prepared me for this event. So I was there to help him out because I knew I would handle it a bit more. So I was there for him all the time when we decided to take his mother from him. He was taking care of her at his home like for over 4 years. And it was like I was seeing him like drop so much. He lost so much weight. And when I told him like don't
You lost
think,
weight.
yeah, he lost weight. And
Say
he
no.
was
I didn't
like,
lose
no,
weight.
I didn't lose weight.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I can bet $100 and I would win. And when he came back, he said you were right when he
Wow.
went to see his doctor. So, and then after that, everything went
Really
south
quick.
really quick with his mom. So I was the first one he called to say, okay, they're coming. We are taking her into a care facility. I can't take it anymore. So I was the one accompanying him there because I knew where he was going. It was people I knew were handling the place. So I was there with him a lot. So I don't think he would give me a bad note.
But you don't-
He
don't call me
No.
when he needs help.
Yeah.
I need help.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, I got something tonight at home and want to help me. Yeah, sure. What time are you going to be there? Always. But a snowstorm, 2 feet. Hey, Dad, want to help? Oh, no, that's okay. Then what?
Amazing.
Just-
Big Ben, you have an amazing one. Go give her a hug right now. That's great. Give her a hug. I know Well, I know that JFP is gonna get a 1-star rating already. I mean, we're not gonna go on that, but
Nope. It depends on what topic. My mother-in-law once called me the black sheep of the family. Okay, thank you. But
1-star.
I mean, the review would be cooks good, funny, swears too much. 3.5.
And I'm being very generous about that.
Oh, yeah. No, seriously, I got no problem. I got no problem.
Awesome. All right, so that's enough for that one, and then we go to the next one. We went to in-laws. Now we're gonna go to a topic that actually it's gonna be because of our kids and our generation.
Accurate. Oh. Oh. Oh.
All right. So let's talk about kids these days, right? Are we raising a more fragile generation? There's been all these TikToks and memes about how different generations are, right? And they interact the same as you saw there, like getting hurt or even like going to work. I saw a few memes there, and just on that daily life, everyday struggles, right? So what do you think about the Gen Alphas, the Gen Zs, the Millennials, Gen X? And I don't know where you belong. Gen X is the boomers. What you can say about that, Clip?
I think they have access to so much things, and so everything is so easy.
Yeah, but they have on that subject. You're right, but they have access to so much fluff. I'm born in '73. Both my parents are boomers. They're hard workers. They both have careers, and I was walking a thin freaking line. I always had that kick in the ass that was a promise from my dad if I messed up, and I stopped being scared of my old man at 37. because I knew he knew where I slept, and he had access to a shovel, and he had a yard. That was the old man. That was the old man. You didn't mess around because he didn't have time for that. Now everything, what they call it, the soft parenting there, that doesn't work. That creates morons and snowflakes. That when the wind changed outside, you go, oh my God, my life is ruined. You ever got punched in the face real hard? That
I need to. Yeah, they need therapy after you get hurt too, right?
Also, people are negotiating with them all the time.
I'm not.
It's always
the resultant lies for
negotiation.
negotiation. Yeah.
You cannot do anything. Just grab them. Okay, you sit there. I did this once. Okay, I know my mother. I did it once with my daughter. She was like 2-3 years old. She was running around her kitchen table. And I know how rough I was dealt with when I was a kid. Okay? Like really rough. Okay? My parents were like boomers also. Even if I was a bit, they had me like they were 32. So it was really late for them to have kids at that moment. So I was raised like really rough. And when I intervened for my daughter, I told her twice. And the third time I just grabbed her by the arm and sit her on the chair. And it's like, that's it. It's enough. You're going to hurt yourself. My mom looked at me and she said, don't grab her like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I looked my mom in the eyes and I said, look me in the eye and tell me you never did this to me when I was young. And then you're going to tell me how to treat my daughter and how to raise her.
Oh yeah, it's a total different ball game. I mean, my daughter sitting right there, she could get away with murder at my parents. I'm look at my mom and go like, seriously? I mean, I got grounded for this, Plus, I had to vacuum, I had to mow the lawn and fucking do the dishes and prepare the food because I was alone at home. So at 8, I could actually cook a full meal by myself, and
Agreed. Yeah.
That's it. That's the way things are now.
But
They
my
open the
daughter,
fridge and there's nothing.
I raised her the same. I did, like she was preparing her lunch for school. She was like 5.
That's it. That's what you got to do.
And I had a friend who was like, "Oh my God, you're not doing it for her." No, she knows. She knows what she can put in it and what she can't. She's not doing her whole sandwich by herself. We are doing it for her, but what she puts into her bag, she knows what she has the right to bring to school and not. So she was just showing it. Okay, you took the right stuff. Go next. And now today she calls herself. She can organize herself. She can do all these kind of things. She takes her own. She was 14 and she was like, "Mom, can you call for an appointment for me?" No. You know what time, what I can do, when I can go with you. You know my schedule. You grab the phone and you call for your own appointment.
Set it up. Exactly.
You're going to get to know life. And today her boyfriend cannot cook, cannot do anything. And she's like, come on.
Well, I think can build a house.
There we go.
That's bad.
But he can build a house, though.
Okay, that's different. Yeah. No, that will compliment that one. So it's good. Okay. Yeah, guys, you told me a story about you with regards to that. Tell us that story about you growing up with that type of parenting.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
No, go.
No. So, I guess I saw a new house that mentioned, right? So the minute that we stopped, was that not hurting them, but was that what's the term? Not hurting. Was that smacking our kids, right? I don't know. It's different now. Honestly, I can see that they're saying that there's a study that it doesn't really help, but I don't know. I was raised that way. I was always getting hit, and I usually put in like additional pants and additional plates on my buttocks so that it doesn't hurt that much when I get hit. And usually in the Philippines, it's like the eldest will get like 10, and then the middle will be 5, and then always
What
the
the-
youngest, or the youngest are always the lucky one because they don't get anything. It's
Wait,
like
wait,
I
you
freaking hate.
guys get punished at the same time. All right, now 10 for you. Yours taking your
Yeah, yeah,
5.
yeah,
Then
yeah. And then it
Wow.
increases like 20, and then like every time. And then it's always the youngest that is like always getting away because I don't know why. I mean,
He's the
it's like,
youngest
oh, they're
because
yeah,
he's
they're still
tired.
young. Yeah,
After
yeah.
20, 30, he's tired, man. It's like, okay, come back in 5, man. I gotta recuperate here.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
But I think the what I'm trying to say is that so right now you cannot hit, right? But you can speak and you can talk. And
That's
actually
bullshit.
talking is even
Worse.
have mental it's even worse.
Ah,
Like
yeah.
if I
Yeah.
talk to my kid, you would see they really are crying. Like I think they'd rather get smacked
Get
down.
hit.
You'd rather get a
So you're,
smack in
you're,
the
you're,
ass.
Yeah.
you're,
Yeah,
you're, you're
yeah.
saying they'd rather get it hard than just, for them to hear all of that.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
what you're saying?
yeah. Because like for me, if like one look, and then when I say in Tagalog, like I say, "Putang ina," pag di kayo tumigil,
That's-
ganun, yeah, it's like,
Translation, that's motherfucker, stop it.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
okay. I gotta learn that now.
yeah. But
Well, in my
but
case,
in terms of
she can't negotiate with me.
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have time for this. I don't
Yeah.
have time for this. Seriously.
She
I don't
really-
have time for negotiation.
Well, I know we're hard, right? We say all of this when we do that, but just because of the times right now, do you think that we're also, as parents, we're also kind of part to blame about it because you're holding back because you're going to this like society right now that that's not good anymore because of all the mental health awareness
Well,
thing, tough love is not good.
Well, when my dad had a couple of dogs and he took, classes how to train the dogs and everything, obedience and all that, and the teacher said, it's like when you see a crazy dog, it's not the breed, it's not it's not the sort of the dog, it's not the breed. Look at the master. Same thing for kids. You see a kid that's out of control and everything, and the mom's there. Oh, Kevin, stop that. Mommy doesn't want this. No, grab Kevin by the fucking ass and smack it. Kevin will know. Kevin will be smarter. Kevin will grow to be a man that's, in check, or a girl that's, knows her limits. It's not a free world, man. I can't, there's speed limits. There's limits everywhere. So, not limiting your child as it's, as he's grown up, it's going to create somebody else like, okay, you're fired. You can't fire me. That's going to hurt like hell, Anyway.
Yeah, no, that's actually true. Not only for our kids, just like at work. Yeah, you guys also see that it's just a different, like how they approach things. Like I know we showed on the A roll is how they get hurt, right? But I also saw on the internet where how they go to work, right? How the boomers are just so eager to go to the Gen X are like, hey, I have to go to work because I have to provide for a family, and then just declines from there. And then at the end, nobody wants to go to work because they want to work from home, right? It's just everywhere, right? Is it because? And I guess more where I'm coming from is, I know we were born a certain generation. Do we need to adapt to what is, especially right now, the alphas, the Gen Alphas are totally different. They're just shuts down.
I don't think there's an adaptation to do. It's just realize what real life is out there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not internet. It's not TikTok. It's not Facebook. It's not Instagram. There's real life out there. And when, after my dad joke, I actually took my daughter and I told her, I said, I'll make sure you are not a stupid ass kid, and you'll be functioning, and you'll be able to function on your own, and you'll find your own way. That is my responsibility. I didn't want my daughter to become one of those, and yes, she knew really quickly what these people were, and it's that type of people that think everything is due to them. Everything has to be, because what, you're special? Well, my mom thinks I'm special. Yeah, but this is real life, kid. And that's what you prepare them for. My vision, of course, my opinion, doesn't make it right.
Do you feel the same way, Miss Julia?
Yeah, I think at a certain level, I do think the same way. There's always a way different with every child is different too. We deal with stuff differently. Um, I know my daughter is borderline personality disorder, so this is kind of even more complicated, and I'm really lucky I have only one. But
Well, you have been.
but like
Wow.
it's different to deal with. With her, it was like good, and when the hormones kicked in, it's just changed everything for her because her regulations of the emotions are really complicated. She can be,
Everything is a big thing.
everything
Oh,
is
jeez.
like oversized all the time. She can go like there to there in like, and borderline it's like a bit like bipolar disorder, but bipolar it's like on long periods. You can be like many weeks high and many weeks low. In her case it's the same thing but in the same day.
Right.
5 minutes she's gonna give me shit on the phone just because I said no to something. And 5 minutes later, she's going to talk to me like nothing ever happened. So it changed the way you deal with stuff. It changed the way you have to talk to her because she's not able, her brain is not able to understand.
I admit it, I'm a little bit rough.
He's rougher than
We
me.
love you, man. We love you.
But the thing is, Ben is had a lot of difficulty to accept the fact that she had a mental disorder. This is the thing that he had the most problem with. And when I really like said, Ben, she has a mental disorder. This is gonna be there her life, all her life. And he was like, and he was crying because he didn't realize that at first. I had to
Yep.
tell him directly, like, this is it. You have to think like her. You have to think the way she thinks. Because when you think like her, you're gonna be able to get around what she's feeling and bring her back to the right place at the right time. So this is complicated.
Yep.
So
I-
change things. Someone who has ADHD, it's different. You cannot deal with them the same way. You have to
absolutely.
this, and people who have Tourette syndrome or this.
Yeah.
I have a coworker. She's dealing with her son who has Tourette syndrome right now. It's like crazy. And I understand her way more because I know what she's going through in a certain way. So, but you still have to put boundaries. And these are the boundaries that are important to put for your kids because they need to learn what not to cross.
Absolutely.
The limits. Like my daughter was like 11 and she was calling him instead of me because she knew what he was going to say. And she was going, Dad, I want to come in at midnight. And then she was texting him and he was looking at me like, it's kind of late. Yes.
And I said to her, what time did you say? Just to be on the same, no?
I didn't say anything. You're gonna say something. And he said, okay, 11. And she was arguing 11:30. And I was like,
but that's what you said. You guys are saying, right? It's again being aware, but that's where the parents come in. Like it's a balance thing. You can always balance tough parenting and still recognizing mental awareness, right? Setting firm boundaries while being emotionally available, right? Discipline, discipline with understanding, right? Together you can do that, right? Holding them accountable, really without breaking them. We are raised differently; they will be raised differently. Teach resilience, right? Do encourage. How do you think you should handle the next time when they make a mistake? Not just say toughen it up, but those are the things that I feel. Yes, I grew up with this, but I also want to make sure that with there's a balance, right? Teaching them without respecting without fear. I mean, there's still fear. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying not to fear you, right? But sometimes fear there's certain kinds of fear that leads to, let's say, and we all did that even growing up. Like there's certain fears where it leads to secrecy, right? And at that point, we don't understand our parents. We think our parents will not understand it. But I think now on our generation, we're more open-minded than our parents. I think that's where we should say something, because that builds trust, right? And it's all the balance, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In regards to that.
It's important because I know that my parents, I was not telling them anything.
Yes,
I
exactly,
couldn't
right?
commit myself to it, because what I would get is the arguing.
Always.
And always.
Absolutely, yeah.
What you do is that you shut down. And I always told myself, I'm not gonna do that with my daughter. She's gonna tell me something. Maybe it's gonna hit me hard. I'm gonna be like, okay, this is not fitting in my head right now. So I was always telling her, okay, this is a bit too much for me right now. I'm gonna take 5 minutes. I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna talk about it.
It's great. Look,
Because I was like, okay, this is too much for me today.
Yeah, it's funny you said that, because that's the same thing Grace told me on her approach to our kids, right? Because same as you, Miss Julia, that she doesn't want to experience or feel the same way what she's feeling. So we're open, right? Not be lenient, but more of like understanding.
More
and that's
open
where
mind.
more open minded, because
Yeah.
times changes, right? We learn from we learn from their mistakes too, right? Because now we don't want that in our children.
But what is important, it's the teamwork.
Yeah. I think that's where the dad and the mom can help.
If he says,
Just like in DJing.
yeah,
You guys are a team in DJing.
Actually,
if
exactly.
he says something and I say something else, this is not gonna work. She's gonna know where to go and get the answer that she wants.
Yeah.
This is he was always telling me, what did you say? I said this. Okay, good. I'm gonna say the same. And if he's not okay with what
Smart man.
we sit together and we talk about it and take a decision together on it. So
I love how
she doesn't go to him or me, she's gonna get
The same answer.
absolutely. I love how we kind of we had two topics. I love it how we ended up. We were like all laughing and then just wrap it up in a bow. It's perfect. Actually, it's really nice. And that leads to that combination of a husband and wife. So those are our two topics, and I told you it's gonna be spicy one. So it's really spicy. So I would like to go to the last segment of the show. And I'm hoping, like Gus, that as we do this, we get more questions, right? This is where we put our guests and possibly even ourselves on the hot seat. So this is the time for the no dumb question, right? So listen. Lately, we've noticed you all been a little too quiet, and I hope this new crowd will get us some questions that will be very. I know how you can top all, we talk about nipples or whatnot, but
nipple syrup and orgasmic.
But don't feel shy. Don't afraid you might ask something too spicy. I don't think there can even spice what we talk about. So don't think it's too weird. So right. What do we say, Gus? There are no dumb questions here, right?
Yeah. Yep.
This is your chance to grill our guests, put them on the spot, and then roast them. Because believe me, if you don't ask, I will ask. I'll make up my own question. I'm not going to answer. These three are going to answer. There's four going to answer it. So trust me, you don't want that. So this is the no dumb question. All right, what do we have?
Oh, we have
Oh,
one.
Good question.
Thank you, Melissa.
That's a good one.
Very good question.
All right,
Really good question, Melissa.
what insecurities you had to overcome or still struggle with when showing up live on camera and in front of the chat full of strangers? This is a really great starting question.
Super question.
Go ahead. Yeah, Miss Julia.
In my case, I used to have the camera on the side. Then we switch it while coming in this new room in front of me, and I I still struggle to look at it. I'm not used to it. It was on the side all the time. So just looking at it directly to the people, this is just I just feel uncomfortable. Like looking nowhere. Like you don't see anybody, you just like, okay, I'm just looking in front of me. So this is what is right now more a challenge for me. Um I'm not uncomfortable because it's could be full of strangers. I have like always this little excitement at the beginning,
Yeah.
but I'm not because I know what I'm doing. I know what I love to do. I don't care if I fuck a mix somewhere. It can happen. It all happens to everyone. I'm not a professional. I'm just doing this for fun. So
Oh, stop.
yeah.
You sound professional to me. Come on. Stop with the modesty here. She sounds fucking awesome. Same thing as Ben. If you tune into their show like La Mélodie du Dimanche, like the Sunday's Melody, dude, it's just smooth as hell. It's just smooth as butter. It's awesome. Stop with the, no, I'm not a
Thanks, my
professional.
friend.
You're professional to me. Okay.
But like most of the times it's been a while I haven't done that though, but I always stop the wrong neck. So it really happens like every single time. I'm like, oops, start it all over again.
I call this the thing. Oh, I did the thing, and then I restarted again.
Oops. Oopsie.
So this is my thing. So but it's the only thing that I don't care what people think about it. I'm just there for the fun and the love of music. So this doesn't bother me.
That's
It's not the same to me, but for me, in a raid train, for an example, it depends who's mixing before me. That like when I'm in a raid train, and for an example, Nix in the mix is mixing before me, and he rated me. He rated me like 100 people, 80 people. I'm not get used to this.
oh wow, yeah.
For real, and when I got a lot of people on my stream, I really need not to fuck this up.
Well,
The next song is going to be good for them, but I'm always thinking about that. Always.
is it because of you're afraid that you're gonna like your music, or is it because you can't entertain in the chat? What's going on in your head when that happens?
I'm always thinking of, does the mix is good? Does the music is sound good? Does the mic is good? Does the image is good for the viewers? I'm always thinking about that, and I'm sure everything is okay, but is it going to be good? When you got a big raid, it's rarely you take every people stay on your stream.
Yeah, it's true.
But you lost about what
40%,
40%. Yeah, the drop offs usually
Always.
around 50 to 40%, right?
Yeah,
And that's true for all though.
Oh,
So
I the vibe that they want.
Yeah, I think that's true though for all, right? So don't be discouraged, right? Just play your music.
I'm a little bit
wherever
hard
it is.
for that, but
Yeah.
it's me.
Okay. How about you, JFP? What's that? You still have to.
Back then, I'm. There's always that little nervousness there, but it's like Nick in the mix said, you make the pressure work for you. But my biggest raid, and you all notice I'm genuine, so I was rated by Patrick Richard, which is a big name.
I was
he rated
there, bro.
he
I was in
rated
there.
me with 165 people. I was like, holy shit! I was jumping down. I think somebody clipped it, and afterwards, Gunsal's, you know her.
Yeah.
She
that's
had
all. Yeah.
She had 420 people. She wanted to raid Patrick Richard, but he just raided me. So she dropped the raid on my channel. So I got
Wow.
2 raids,
Those are
105 at
two
400
huge
something.
one.
I
Those
lost.
two huge one.
But big smile. I didn't mess up, and it was great. That feeling was awesome, and you make the pressure work for you. DJ Nix in the Mix is right, man. You just got to stick to it, and you get that pump, man. And you notice when I'm inside because I curl up and I go like this, like an idiot. And Yeah, you all laugh because it's true. And when I'm inside,
Yeah.
even there's
Yeah.
another level. I start fucking jumping, and I'm still mixing, but I'm into this, you know. So the raids actually, you don't get nervous. You use it, man, because you get that fire, you get that, you know, that flow, you get that excitement going. It's
Yeah,
cool.
when you got a raid by Blue, yeah. Jeez, like 800 people. Boom.
Blue.
Yeah, so you're like, whoa, okay. Yeah,
That's
Militia said, I was raided by Vlu and almost pooped a brick. That sounds about right. Yeah, that's right.
How about you, Gus? You know, you see your struggle with what? Just finding a costume. What's your experience?
It's really trying to find what to wear, and also I get nervous every time, right? And the bad thing is that I stream on the basement, and once I start streaming, and for example, I forgot to get water or something, I cannot go up anymore because if I go up, if someone
Why
sees
you?
me, I can't go down. Like
Your wife is like,
yeah, I'm gonna get beaten up, I guess, on the way up.
Who's the strange
you-
man, Daddy?
why are you wearing a tutu, Dad?
You want to talk to this about? You want to talk to me, honey? Come on, you just talk to me.
Oh my God! But I think everybody still. I think nervous just tells you care, right? If you're not nervous, then why are you
It's not
even
good.
doing it, right? I think that's true for everyone. And I also asked that with Grace. Like, you nervous? I'm always nervous, right? Every time, because that just means that because I was, you guys have been doing this for a while now. Blah blah blah. You should be nervous, but I think that's true, right? You know, you can't
It's
get
the
that
same
from
thing when you dance. You know, like when I was going on
When you what?
stage.
dance.
Oh wow.
Wow, this is the first like
Wow.
against the grain type of like comment I heard the whole show. Good job, good man.
Oh.
So when I was doing dancing classes and I ended up on stage, there's no way you cannot have that little
That butterfly.
before going on stage. It's the same thing when you do this. You go, even if it's not real people in front of you, they're not there physically, but they are still there. So this nervousness is normal and it has to be there. You
Yeah.
cannot do it.
Yep.
Could
Or
not,
else you're just going through the motions.
yeah, you have to
Joey.
do this.
All right, that was a great question, Melissa. Next question. Wow. See, I just need to punch you guys. That's I'm scared them. I'm gonna ask the question if they don't, put something in there. Any other question? I know Jay Nila said
You had it
he
ready.
has one. He had it ready. Where's it, dude? Come on.
Come on, Jay, we need it.
Yeah, we need it now.
I'm kind of scared too.
Jay, don't tell me you lost. Jay, go host it, and all right, there you go. Jay, here's the question: What you ever attempted? Okay.
What is the wildest mix transition you ever attempted?
You did it.
Which one? Well, when you do a genre that you're not used to do, this is worst. You're just I'm not the type of person when I get new tracks that I listen to them all the way through.
Put some
Put
cue and everything.
cue on it. I never do that.
I don't have time to prepare.
I don't have time to do that. So I know what type of song I heard like 30 seconds of it when I picked it up, and that's it. So I put it in a crate. The only tracks I know I'm gonna play are the newest that I just downloaded and I wanted to play. Yeah, I know them. It's in my list, but it's never prepared. So when you get to a new genre, this is like a bit scary, especially in drum and bass. Yesterday, I was a bit scared because I didn't listen to any of the tracks. I was just doing it right there. So, and it's something that I don't do often. It was only the second time I was doing it. So, and it's so different. It's really just like your ear must be like accurate with drum and bass. This is like really hard to do. So,
Yep.
this is the type of mixes that I attempt, not knowing where I was going, and just jumping into and not knowing what it was going to give. But the result, I guess, was not that bad.
I'm not that kind of DJ.
Yeah. How about you, Big Ben? You know
For real,
what's
I'm not
what's
that
your
kind
answer?
of DJ. When I play a genre like progressive or melodic, and someone else in the chat asks me, "Hey, can you play that one?" I said, "Yeah, but I got it, but it's not in the same genre. I can mix that and make it sound good." She's the one who did it first. It was like a roulette on her stream, and
Mhm.
play the genre you want me to play. There was funky, there was prog, there was melodic, there trance. What? You see, can you make this fit? It fits, but I mean, it's not the same vibe. So when I pick a vibe and oh yeah, tonight I want to play some melodic and prog, so I go with it. But I don't transfer after all and do some techno after that or jumping into trance or something like that. I play a genre. That's the stream.
Yeah, I did from
Nice.
some funky to trance once in that roulette. I was the genre that was picked on first was funky, and then it ended up on trance, and I made it fit.
Wow.
That's
It-
amazing.
Yeah,
Shit.
it was special, and it was like just
Okay, I'm done.
it was like,
JFP.
come
How
on.
about you? How about you, JFP?
Wildest thing.
Not in the bedroom.
Oh, that's really normal, man. That's another show altogether. Okay. At some point I have like my favorite song is, and it's a redeem. Okay. It's Call on Me by Pritz, but there's so many remixes that I have. I think I got like 7 or 9. And I do have one that is it's almost it's like flow, it's like melodic, all right? It's 102 BPM. But I was playing at around 125. So the looping I had to do this, and it sounded like shit, but I got to play the song. So, it was in the
Hey,
beginning
you
there.
attempted it. Yeah.
Yeah, I attempted it, and that's it. Now you loop, and then you come down with your speeds and everything, and you drop the BPMs and all that. But like from 125 to 102, I didn't want to like to echo out and just start the other song slowly. I attempted that, but it's not. It didn't sound good, but I played the song. The redeem was there.
All right. Look,
You right
guys,
there.
I'm gonna. Is she voting a question already? No. Guys, I'm gonna skip you, but I have 2 more no dumb question. I think Militia has another good one.
Yeah, that's good, man. That is good.
Yeah,
Can I answer that first?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What would you tell your past self before going live? Buy an audio controller, you dumbass. Because my first stream was open mic. You heard all the clicks and all the everything. It was like click, click, click. Bat spin. You heard that. Everything was there. I didn't even know what it was an audio controller. So that's what I would tell me. It says, hey, moron, you need an audio controller to do this. Really? What's an audio controller? Yeah, we've come from far, man. That's a great question, really. Amazing. Yep.
All right. That's actually a great one. Seriously. Miss Julia, how about you? The memories, right? You get back, right?
Yeah, it's only 2 years back, but I think I would tell myself just to not be scared of what you're going to attempt. Sometimes
Awesome.
you're like, what am I gonna? Not sure. Am I gonna make it fit? Not sure. Every single time you're doubting yourself at the first, at the beginning, and it's normal. And I was seriously my first stream. I have been mixing for 2 weeks. So
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome.
like I just jumped right in. So I really needed to build my confidence and my trust in myself and just building this up. So just go with the flow and
Just go with the flow. That's it, man.
that's what I would have myself back
That's
then.
awesome.
Well, for
Big
me,
Ben.
when I bought my first controller, I was at home and hoping that was good mixing, but I was really not sure about it. And my friend DJ C Spin, I don't know if you know that one, but he came to our home, explained everything about OBS. He was setting up the audio, the video, and everything. And he say, "Oh, there you go. You have some sound in your OBS. You can go stream."
Here we go. Yeah, no choice. No choice.
Yeah, right, for
Go,
sure.
go.
And then I prepared a crate because before that I was mixing with Serato. We were
Serato.
not on
Standalone.
a standalone controller.
As we are now.
So I prepared a crate, and I said to myself, I'm going to play those songs, and after that, killing it. That's it. So I grabbed a couple of tracks of Black and Crown.
Amen.
Pretty.
Newhouse is going to say something.
I know. He hates them. So I pick up a couple of songs and just play it. Go with the flow. That's it. And I was so freaking nervous because all of my friends back then were experienced DJs. And I said to myself, there's going to come in, singing,
Nice.
mixing. And for sure in their heads, that's bad. Oh, that's not a good one. That's for sure.
We all got to start somewhere, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's it.
But as we know them today, they were saying all of this.
Right.
Oh,
Guys, how about you?
Those people.
Those people. These.
those.
Well, I think everybody's excited to hear this. Guys, what about you? What was you tell yourself?
For me, it's
Get a lawyer or something like that?
No. A
Getting a
UPS,
bra.
I guess. Yep. Yeah, that's another thing. No, a UPS because the plug is next to me from my at the back from my back. So I usually I think the first time or second time I stream, I stepped on it and the whole power went out. So yeah.
Oops.
Pew.
Oops.
And I keep
Wow.
on dancing and keep on moving when I'm DJing. So yeah.
You're not online anymore.
You're not online. I'm going for 3 hours strong.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll answer this, and then we're going to next one. For me, I'm putting in the perspective with the guys next door. If I'm going to tell my past about past self, what do I tell my past self if we're going live? Don't create a fucking script. Because we actually create a script, the first TGND, and like I prepared like hours, and then Gus knows that, okay, this is what we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna say, then and practice, and it all got thrown away. Like, all right, fuck this, I'm not gonna do this. So I came here, I'll come on the show, let's just say I'm gonna talk about this, and then ask them question, and then see where it goes. That's what I'm gonna tell my past self.
That's cool.
It always works out when I'm not prepared.
Yeah, it's the only way to go.
That's how. Sometimes I'm so busy. I have a show tonight, and I'm not sure how I'm going to pull it. Gus and Pat are texting. All right, we'll just wing it, and it's always been some of our best shows.
That's cool.
It's
All right,
always that.
yeah.
It means that you're not preparing, that you go with what people are writing. You see that they love, oh damn, this is really good. Okay, you're on the right track. They are not there, they are dancing. You know that they are dancing because they tell
absolutely
you that. So it's always the best streams.
Well, both of our streams when we begin, we were preparing there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Always the
play that,
craze
and
now never.
Okay, I know I said one more question, but I'm sorry, we ran out of time. And this is so fun. I mean, we should rethink season 3, maybe go 3 hours. I don't know, but it's always been great.
Started earlier though.
Yes, exactly. Us Gen X needs to speak by 11 o'clock. But thank you guys, appreciate it. Miss Julia, Big Ben, appreciate you being on the show. But before we end this, I want you guys to promote, your show on Twitch. Go ahead.
Well, it's like we said, we are authentic people. It's always just fun. I have a command in my stream that is called asile, which is an asylum in French, and it's it always ends up like that. It's an asylum in the chat. People are having fun, and this is what we want to do. We want you to remember us having fun. So I'm usually streaming on Saturday mornings, 9, 10 a.m., depending if I'm on a raid train or not. You're going to see I have like tons of raid train coming up. Someone is calling me the raid train lady because I'm always
On the raid train.
so many raid trains. So, and on Thursday we are doing the FAM Thursday night party. Starts with Golden Nose. Sometimes Resonate has the chance to be there at first, and then it goes to Golden Nose, and then to me, to AC Spin, and then to Ben at the end of the evening. So we're just there to have fun with you guys.
That's cool.
And then it's all the Sunday Melody.
My baby.
Sunday
What is
Melody.
it?
So
Well,
smooth vibe
amazing.
on the weekend and
Starting in on Sunday night, I'm always starting in organic house, switching to melodic house, and then finishing with progressive house.
And orgasmic house.
Don't forget about the nipples. Anyway, well, thank you guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for sharing your journey as a couple on Twitch. You know, the fun conversation about the in-laws, our kids, and everything above that, like your community. How you guys are a big part also of NBHD. Thank you for joining us and telling those stories. And JFB, my brother, thank you again. This has been fun.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
It just, it just amazed me that, how easy to get everybody on the show right now. And for everybody who wants to be on the show, we're open really to tell all your story. I like what we always say on The Guys Next Door. Everybody has a story to tell, and we would like to share that with this fun conversation. This has been another fun episode of The Guys Next Door. Thank you to everybody in the chat. I see Militia there, Nix, Jay Neal, of course, the genius. I also saw Philly fam here, Ethan Dub, Newhouse, and everybody. Sorry if I missed you. Thank you for supporting the show. We will do this until we don't have fun anymore. But I think we're having fun every week. We're gonna do this more. We're gonna do this more. And we'll get more. There are a few surprise, guesting the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, everybody could just join us on a Monday night, 8:30. This is The Guys Next Door. Thank you so much. Have a great week ahead of you, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you, Miss Julia and Big Ben. How do you say goodbye in French? How do you say that in French? Goodbye and thank you. Can you guys say goodbye in French to the viewers?
Merci.
Au revoir de merci.
Au revoir et merci. There we go.
Et merci.
Et voilà. Nice.
There you go. Thank you, guys. Have a good rest of the week. We're going to Drew McCormick's in Philly.
Holy shit. Go to Drew.